I want to make another short video about GEC's AI systems. And so we're in the super admin in the back end here, and all the way at the bottom we have what we call an AI-IDE, so Integrated Development Environment for AI Services. And the way that we run this, the way that we're doing this, is that we can actually choose a web page. So I've got two web pages defined in our IDE. And if I select the student lab, then I have two tasks that can operate inside one web page. So we have open-ended speaking evaluation as one task, and then we have the teacher bot, how the teacher bot operates in the problem statement state of the student lab. So we've got two tasks. Now I could add 10 tasks, 10 different AI tasks that are operating inside this student lab, right? And then I could actually change to the student dashboard, and I can add tasks in here and have 10 more tasks that are operating on the student dashboard. And of course we have these definitions in here. For example, we want to interact with the student about different elements on their dashboard, or for the student lab we want to the tutor bot in the student lab requires custom prompt for the problem statement, problem body, and problem feedback. Now I can come in and change this at any time, so that we have a more powerful description, but for now, this is meant to be a editable AI IDE where we can create these what I call AI microservices that are handled outside of the page, the web page, but through a mini API we deliver data into the service, and then we develop the service, and then we have a response explorer here, we have a step description here, and we have a step editor. And so there would be a web page that can have many tasks, and a task has a process, and the process can have many steps. So each step we can basically submit a prompt to a AI model, get a return from that prompt, and then we can package up a submission into the next step, which would go to another AI model. And so I did put together a little bit of an example here. So like you see, I've changed to the statement bot response, and I now have some data that's saved under this filter. But if I go back to the open-ended speaking evaluation, I've not saved anything out of here yet. So these are different tasks, completely different tasks for that same page. Alright, so let's look at this bot response, and I'm choosing GPT-4 as the model, right? And here I've defined this prompt as pre-processing before you submit to the model. Get variables, set up a conversation buffer, grab the global CFR rate for the student, because all of this data is going to be needed down in here, right? So these are variables that I've defined that need to go into the prompt, and then post-processing. Save each 5 response. We have a second temporal database table that we need to address, and then we don't need any other step for this process, right? So currently, now that's going to change, but we're in a development process, and the reason that this is powerful is because, myself as a domain specialist, I know what we want for this page, but the tech guys may not know, right? Like maybe this is an assessment task that deals with assessments, and we have to use IRT or something, and use AI running together with some IRT scores. Now we can build all of these systems by defining what is the pre-processing, what is the prompt that goes to the AI model, and then what is the post-processing before we pass it to the next step in the sequence. But anyway, we've got down here in the step editor, this is the prompt that goes into the model, and if we run this, we can explore the output up here. I'm just running on GPT-4 here, and it tells us the model we're using. Then here's the output. Hello Jeff, we're studying how to be a good student today. Our focus is on the importance of student routines. Can you tell me why meal routines are important for students? Okay, so if you looked at how we set up this prompt, we got, lesson title, how to be a good student, current main point, student routines are important, question, why a regular meals routine's important, and answer, regular food keeps students mentally strong throughout the day. So, the conversation bot is supposed to be, teaching the student during the problem statement. And so we have our first output here. It also tells us the prompt tokens are 179. The completion tokens were 38 tokens. Total tokens were 217. And my job is to try to get these tokens down, to save money as we do, have to pay for the computation on each of these models. Of course, GPT 3.5 is also a OpenAI model, and Redshift is a Vantage model, Vantage Learning. And we can put any models. We're adding Llama 2, we're adding Beluga, one of the Microsoft Oracle models, and then we're also adding probably Gorilla, so that we can tap any other APIs that are necessary. So we'll add a bunch of other models in here, but for now, I wanted to show this AI-IDE, and so that with the tool like this, we can easily develop highly sophisticated, super complex AI services that will rely on multiple models in one task process, right? And we can deliver multiple tasks to any given web page.